Welcome to today's edition of Snooker Eggheads, where we have our mighty CJ de Mooi, who's currently winning 2-0, up against Neal Foulds. CJ, you slipped a bit yesterday.
It was pretty miserable, wasn't it? But fortunately, with a standard of opposition, I knew I could afford to be lax, so that was fine.
Neal, do you feel the pressure?
Yeah, very much, yeah. He's very good, isn't he? Very good.
And what's your specialist subject?
English Test cricket. I've always followed cricket, and maybe not as much as I should have done in the last few days, as it happens. A bit nervous.
OK, let's get this underway. CJ, first 5 of your 10 questions. Ray Reardon captured his 6th world title in 1978. At whose expense?
Perry Mans.
Correct. Name the 2 players who have successfully defended the world title at the Crucible.
Davis and Hendry.
Correct. Name the only left-handed player to win the World Championship.
Mark Williams.
Correct. Ronnie O'Sullivan recovered from the loss of the opening 5 frames in the 2004 World Final to win 18-8. Who did he beat?
Graham Dott.
Correct. Apart from Jimmy White, which player has reached most Crucible finals without ever winning the championship?
Matthew Stevens.
Correct.
Well done.
Brilliant. Yeah, great.
Neal. Question number 1. Which Englishman took a hat-trick against Australia at the SCG in 1999?
Darren Gough.
Correct.
Well done, Neal.
Name the English player whose only Test match appearance took place in 1979, but whose son played 74 times for England.
So I'll say Alex Stewart, but I don't think it's right.
Alan Butcher.
Yeah, of course. Mark Butcher, of course.
Tough question.
Should have got that.
Yeah.
Should have got that.
In 1981 at Edgbaston, Ian Botham's bowling figures for Australia's second innings were 5 wickets for 11 runs. Name 3 of Beefy's 5 victims.
I'll say Rodney Marsh, Dennis Lilly, and one other. Alan Border, but I don't think it was him.
No, the first 2 were correct. Terry Alderman, Ray Bright or Martin Kent.
Close.
Tough question.
Unlucky. Which England captain vowed to make the West Indies grovel?
Tony Gregg, and he regretted it greatly at the time.
Which English bowler dismissed Don Bradman in his final Test innings?
Eric Hollies.
Correct.
Well done, Neal.
Tough questions.
Well, after the first 5 questions, CJ a resounding 5 out of 5 in very quick time, I hasten to add. And Neal, you're under it a bit with just the 3.
Yes.
CJ, name the 4 players who have made over 20 appearances at the Crucible.
Hendry Davis. White. Who's going to be the last one? I'll have to go for John Parrott.
Correct. Give the age in years and the name of the oldest competitor in Crucible history.
Fred Davis, 70, 1984, I think.
Well done. Who was the first player to compile a century at the Crucible?
Eddie Charlton, 105, first round match in 1977.
Who against?
He's good, isn't he?
What did he have for breakfast?
Yeah, so you don't know everything.
In what year did Ray Reardon make his last appearance in a World Championship final?
Final was 82.
Correct. Which Canadian reached 2 semi-finals and 3 quarter-finals at the Crucible between 1980 and 1986?
Kirk Stevens.
Correct. Well, Neal, you can't win it, you know that. But from your own achievement, let's see if we can get the next 5. Who were England's opponents when Michael Vaughan made his Test match debut?
I'm going to say Sri Lanka.
South Africa.
Okay.
He wasn't there.
Which wicket-keeper has taken more dismissals for England than any other?
Well, Alex Stewart didn't always play as a wicketkeeper, did he? So I'm going to go Alan Knott.
Correct. Where did Mike Atherton bat for nearly 11 hours to save a Test match in 1995?
Johannesburg.
Correct. Who was bowling when Mike Gatting had a spat with Shakur Rana in Faisalabad in 1987?
Who was bowling? Probably was a spin bowler. John Embury?
Eddie Hemmings.
That's tough. I had no idea.
Aside from Straussy, give one other nickname of the current England captain, Andrew Strauss.
Straussy. I suppose Johan, something I think of.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh,
So that concludes. Fantastic, CJ. 10 out of 10. You've got
Thank
to
you.
be pleased.
It's about time.
Well done, CJ.
Thank you.
And Neil, 6. 6 out of 10. You disappointed?
I thought they were I thought they were really tough,
Tough
questions, to be
questions.
honest with you, yeah.
So thank you for tuning in, and join us tomorrow for the next episode of Snooker Eggheads.
Oh, Neal Foulds looked like he really was under pressure there. He was squirming a bit, wasn't he?
No, he had all of us behind as well, didn't he? We know we're already behind, so we thought we'd throw him in to try and get us back in the game, but CJ was a bit good.
I like the way you said that. Well done, CJ. With
Yeah, gritted teeth, yeah.
Looked like I really meant it, didn't it?
6 out of 10 for Foulds. Not too bad, Neil. Well done.